The parent-teen relationship can be strained at the best of times, but in December, especially this December, with more stresses than usual on parents and kids, it can be especially trying. Joining
Yes.
me now to discuss how to get through the holidays joyfully is Aly Pain, our expert on all things teen. Welcome to the show, Aly.
Thank you, Candace, so much. This
So,
is such a challenging year.
oh wow, yeah, it really is, and this December feels a little bit surreal.
It
So
does.
for our teens, it must really feel weird.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to just out myself for a second. I am a Bad Moms fan. I have an inner Mila Kunis in here. It's okay. I know I don't look like it. It's fine. It's fine. I get that. And I know if you haven't watched Bad Moms 2, it can be very vulgar. I get that. But there is a wonderful point of this movie, which, yes, we actually just watched this past weekend. That was such a wonderful reminder. There's a point in the movie where Mila says in her character, she says something to the effect of, but if all of this tradition and all of these things we're doing doesn't fit for who we are, then why are we forcing ourselves to do them? And so there's that perspective, okay? Because I think this year being so odd, so few families traveling, so few get togethers, that it's an opportunity to redefine what do you want Christmas to be like? What do your kids, what do your teens want Christmas to feel like? Okay. So that's one topic around redefining what that looks like. Then there's another side, which is what's missing. And if we don't honor and acknowledge that, we have got nothing but a big hot mess,
Right.
especially for our teens who want so desperately to have a Christmas experience that's opening the presents and the fun stuff and all of that. And for the truly ingrained, richly loved traditions that might not happen or look at all the same this year. We need to acknowledge that too.
And I think we have to also remind ourselves that, a lot of parents are going to be feeling a financial crunch.
Yes.
The typical gifts may not be there. It's also
Mm-mm.
difficult to get the gifts. If you didn't order a month ago, you're not likely going to get it in time.
Right.
Getting into the stores is hard. It's so, maybe should we be setting up expectations?
Yes, yes. Managing expectations is the first place to start. I will tell you personally that my husband and I have definitely felt the crunch this year with changes in business and how that looks. We sat our teenagers down. They are a little older, they're 17 and 19. And we were very clear with them. This is what has happened. This is what it looks like. And this is what we're going to have to do. And that was prior to Christmas. So we have an agreement coming into Christmas, letting they know we're working hard and there's good things coming, but financially day to day things are the same. And so we've agreed to do kicking it old school. They don't know what that is, but we're going to tell them. And we are just doing stockings. And so we're doing activities together. Tomorrow night, we're going to make chocolates at a local place. We're doing smaller activities and only stockings. And they're good with that. And let me talk about the other side for one quick sec. We also need to remember it's okay for them to feel sad, ripped off, cheated. It is okay for that. And we need to make a space to talk about what we all miss because anger is part of grieving. And this year, as much as a simpler Christmas from a mom's perspective might feel like the holy grail, there is grieving involved, and we need to honor and acknowledge that too. Definitely managing expectations.
Yeah, I think that's the big one. I mean, nobody wants to wake up to a surprise on Christmas morning, and especially not a pleasant surprise, if it's completely changed from the year before. Any
Right.
suggestions on how to make it a little more joyful for everybody?
Yes. So doing things together. We decorated our house last weekend before December even, and we made sure we did it together. We are going to do some different local free adventures around town to discover new things and things that put us all in beginner shoes. So no one person is an expert. We're going to do a little bit of snowshoeing. We're going to do a little bit of cross country skiing. We're going to try these things that we can do here. And we're each going to pick a movie and have a movie day. Things like that are a little bit Griswold, but not because there's not 20 people in a tiny house with too many lights, so that we Practice connection while having fun and honor each other's need for alone time and space in this very unusual year.
Well, I think you just hit the nail on the head. I think we've had more together time than we want.
Since March, the longest spring break in history. Yes.
So
Yes.
I think what you said about creating the connection, but also giving the space that everybody needs to get
Yes.
through this holiday in their own way, because it is going
Mhm.
to be a different year for sure.
Yeah, and really allowing space for kids to feel angry and sad because it's a part of grief. They're not being pissy, they're not being bad, or they're acting out. It's a part of grief, and we all need to allow ourselves to have that space.
Okay, so if people want to connect with you, Aly, and I know you just started a challenge. I joined
I
it,
did.
but if people want to find you and work with you, where can they go?
Best place is my website, www.alypain.com, ALYPAIN.com, or Instagram at Aly Pain, ALYPAIN. And my link for the 5-day challenge is in my bio.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much, Aly.
Thank you.